Hi guys, good morning. This is Jeff on Wednesday, the 4th of January. And just before we go into the bets, which is the next video, I just wanted to go over something. Now, yesterday, forgetting the horses just for one moment, we've got a guy called The Truth Teller who sent me a message, and quite rightly so. I'm not criticising the guy. I want to make it quite clear. He said, you should show your win-loss percent in pounds per month, because if you're staking 6 points win here, 4 points win there, you're going to blow up and sink. How many points are you starting with? Where is your bankroll management? You've got no explanation as to why you pick the horses. Seems iffy. Right. Now, the guy really actually talks a lot of sense, but the problem is with the truth seeker, he hasn't bothered to check out my first videos, which explain exactly how you set out a staking plan. Now, the reason I don't put pounds to all of this is because we all play at different levels. So, and again, this is all explained on my previous videos. I can't tell somebody how much they can or cannot put on a horse, right? It doesn't work like that. You can't do that. It's morally wrong. I can't do it. We started with 400 points. And I said right at the very start that what you do is you divide your betting bank. So if that's £400, then you divide it by 400, gives you £1 per point. It's quite an easy strategy to use, really. It's not masking anything. I feel that on YouTube with tipsters, if you want to mask anything, or what we call the truth, then you don't allow for people to comment. Of course I allow for people to comment. It's just ridiculous if you don't. People get annoyed if the horses lose, and the focal point of that annoyance and who do they want to pin the blame on is, well, you're looking at him. So the running account was put up just a few days ago, but what I will do is over the next couple of days I'll bring it right up to date again, which when I say right up to date, we've only been going for about 14 days, but we're well in profit. And like I said, you can't, I don't want to hide anything. It's just crazy. Now, he also says, he or she, I don't know, that how many points you're starting with, where is your bankroll? You've got no explanation as to why you pick the horses. Right. When I was a tipster in the 90s, when I was doing this in the 90s, you were on the phone lines, and people used to pay you £1 a minute on the phone lines. And so what you would do is you would explain what you were doing with the horse, and you would give the horse out at the end, basically bumping up your revenue by people staying on the phone. What I do is I don't feel the need to do that, because I'm not here to make any money from this. I don't make any money from this. Maybe from the revenue in the future, but not with 89 subscribers. It's crazy to think that. So back then, it was prudent to stay online to generate as much revenue as you could from the caller, and those are the harsh realities of the business back then. Here, I don't feel the need to do an explanation about why I've chosen a horse. The system produces a lot of suggestions to me regarding which horse I may be interested in, based on many things like the class, distance, certainly the manner of the finish of the horse, how it finished its race, and the speed against standard, the time at the course on the day. Okay, now these are all figures that all add to suggestions. So to give you an example of today, the system has produced 13 horses, 13 that I should look at. I've narrowed it down to one. So I show a lot of restraint. I don't throw loads of horses at you, and I try to keep it as clear as I can, to make sure you understand how the whole thing works. It's got to have clarity. So when I put the bets up, so if we look at yesterday, the dreaded proclivity, I give it concisely. So the 3 points can mean to you £3, or it can mean 50p. So 1 unit stake at 50p a point is £1.50. So you put £1.50 on the win, and you'd put £3 on the horse to place. So that's, I can't do it any fairer. I don't know your position. Right, okay. So if we go through those, yesterday's proclivity, you know about that. It just got shot to ribbons. Then we had Nelly French, but also if you notice, do you notice the amount here? So we had 14 points on Nelly French because I felt it was a really, really good, a lot better than proclivity. But proclivity still had it a goal, as far as I was concerned, based on what it had done when it was third behind Coular's Magic. Next, we had Last Stand. Now, again, I'm not on the horse, but to let the horse run that free and go 7, 8 or 9 lengths clear at the start of the race, when it's a hold-up horse, is suicidal. But again, this is racing. I'm not on the horse. I couldn't anyway because I'm 17.5 stone. But I make my assumptions about how the race is going to run, and then Last Stand just sets off. The jockey just lets it go. It ran free. I think it came 6th, but then he paid the price. But then I'm not the jockey. But I do stand by my decision to back the horse. But again, notice 8 points, 8 points. Whereas Nelly French was a lot stronger bet and so had more money on it. Right. So yesterday we staked 31. We returned 20. We lost 11. We lost 11. So if that were pounds, we lost £11. So I hope, to the truth seeker, this explains almost everything. But for you following this, we have well over 400 points or pounds or whatever you want to, however you want to call it, in the bank. But I'll do a full account. But don't forget, if you come on here and the tipster in question, whoever it is, doesn't allow you to leave comments, I'd be asking questions. Because they are there to make revenue. They will rev up when they have winners, but go very, very quiet when they have a losing run. I wanted to be open, and I am open and honest on here at the Glorious Uncertainty. We're open and honest. I don't hide anything. You can leave any comment. You can call me as many names as you like. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. But I am backing these horses as well. And when they lose, they lose. But when they start a line, they really do shine quite brightly. Anyway, that's it. I'll be back on soon with the one bet. Probably do a win and a tri-cast on it. And to the truth teller or truth finder, or I can't remember, I mean this, thank you for your comment, but don't put your comment on a Boxing Day comment and hide it so only I find it. You put it where it's meant to be, on the most latest video, like everybody else does. Okay, that's it. I've said my piece, and we'll move on. Okay, cheers, speak to you soon. Bye for now.